So today I'm going to talk about some more pieces of advice, I think, of things that I've learned as a solopreneur, because like running your own personal business that is just a one person business, it's hard. It's rewarding too. It's exciting at the same time, but it can be downright scary. So I think today I want to give some valuable tips and maybe tricks a little bit that are going to help some people maybe master and understand this world of solopreneurship. I'm going to give it from a little bit of my angle and my style of things that I've learned, because I've learned a lot over the last year of trying to build multiple one person businesses. And when I talk about multiple one person businesses, so things that I've done over the last year, like I've done coaching, I've done consulting, I've done for you hiring. Of course, my favorite is really video batch creation, the social media management side of things that I love to do. To me, that's the most fun. And I say it's the most fun because it's the one I primarily focus on actually the most. And I think that's my first piece of advice. I think it's crucial that when you are trying to build a business as a solopreneur, you define your niche and you ultimately find your expertise and focus on delivering that unique value to your target audience. The thing that I love to do was create content, and I've been doing it on the side through different avenues and things that I've been working on over the course of the last year. And I realized that I love to batch create. So why don't I find a way to monetize batch creating content? And that's ultimately what I've done. And I think that when you focus on the thing that you absolutely love to do and you monetize it, then you can maybe separate yourself from the competition because you're now more of an expert at what you do, which I think is really important. I think the next thing I want to share today is the importance of creating that solid brand identity, like making sure that your brand message aligns with your values and it resonates with your target market. Because like earlier today, I was editing a video. I was editing a video from my podcast, the Chris Hanna Show, that I just released this past week. I had dropped 15 new episodes, and I had done 15 episodes binge Netflix style, dropping all at once. And during this one episode that I was kind of doing editing the video on, I was talking about how, like, because I swear that sometimes that can hurt. I think that that can repel customers and it takes business away from me, which I said in the video and I said in the podcast, I'm okay with, because I know my personal brand and my style and how I communicate, and maybe a bit more of my confidence or aggressiveness isn't for everyone. So I think that everyone needs to figure out what is their brand identity and how do they want to communicate. And you know what? You're going to either attract or repel people with your content no matter what you do. And so, I think it's important to be yourself. And I advocate that I want to be myself, especially through content. So, it might not be the level that you want, or the level that somebody wants for you, I guess I should say, in terms of being professionalism. Maybe because, again, you swear, I swear, and that maybe turns people off. You got to find ultimately what works for you. Another thing I think that's important is to remember is that, like, as a solopreneur, you're going to be wearing a ton of different hats, and time management is vital. It's key. Like, you got to set those clear goals, prioritize those tasks, establish a routine that really maximizes your productivity. But you got to take breaks, and you have to make sure you recharge yourself, or you are going to burn out. I will admit that this past week, I definitely burnt out. I felt like I was not giving it my all in certain moments. I was struggling. I was maybe operating at 50 to 60% effectiveness because I was exhausted. I was exhausted from personal reasons more than anything else, but I think it took a toll, and it was hard for me to get back into the swing of things. And that sometimes you need to maybe take some time before you really fully jump in, because if not, it can get more difficult, and you don't want that. Like, I think I should have probably spaced out some of the stuff that I tried to pack into this past week as well. I was making up for lost time with, challenges that happened in obviously my personal world. So you gotta take care of yourself. I think self-care is critical, and managing your time is important, or you will burn out and you'll start to feel like crap. And I certainly felt like crap. I think that I talk a lot about in general, just with a lot of my content, is the importance of content. Having that strong online presence as a solopreneur is really crucial. So make sure you're utilizing social media platforms and all the different strategies to reach more people. Like, it's obviously engaging with people that, are your followers, sharing valuable content along the way. I think that there's multiple forms of content, right? And I talked about a podcast, I do a lot over video. It could be, website content. It could be other types of social posts. You got to find what works for you. To me, I think video is where it's at, of course. I think that's where you can better convey a message. It's just where I think you can better, share, yourself and your true authentic self. That's why I decided to go live here this afternoon, just again to share, because I had some ideas, jotted down that I thought I wanted to talk about. I'm often asked though when I like people see that I pump out a lot of content, and like I edited 40 videos for myself today, so I have even more content that's coming. But people always ask me like, why do you put out so much content, and why do I share so much as well? Because I do share a lot of what I know. My answer is pretty simple. Like, I believe in the power of being omnipresent when it comes to content creation. That means being seen everywhere. So I'm not just on obviously Facebook and Instagram or LinkedIn. I'm not just on one single platform. I'm on multiple platforms for a reason, because not everyone uses them. Like I did not use Facebook from 2007 until 2023. Like I did not use it. So I went a long time without using Facebook. So if someone was only marketing on Facebook, I never would have seen it. So again, there's lots of people who are like that as well, right? Where you have to figure out where is your audience, and therefore being everywhere or being on as many channels as possible gets you more exposure, gets you more seen. The other thing that's important, I really truly believe with content, is to give back. Look, I've got a lot of knowledge and stuff that I've learned, and as does everybody. So why not make it as accessible as possible for people? Like, yeah, people always say like, "Oh, Chris, why don't you go like a course route? You can like, charge for it." But that doesn't appeal for me. Like, I'm not really interested in going the, you know, educational product way. I'd rather focus on, you know, charging more for my expertise and the creativity of what I do with video than, maybe a course around it. I don't want to peddle an educational product either. To me, like especially with AI, it's like so education is should be more accessible than anything else. And I think it is in a lot of ways. So doing a course is just, to me, it's too low ticket. It's more focused more on quantity than quality in a lot of ways as well. Because I've bought in a lot of courses over the years and I've not been happy with the experience that I've had too. So I'd rather focus on the high quality game and high quality work when it comes to working with just a select few people, as opposed to just being large numbers and in mass. Other thing I think I've learned that has been really critical and important has been around networking. I think it's so important as a solopreneur, and I need to get better at it. I'll admit this. Attending different industry events or conferences, even just networking events in general are really critical. But like when you connect with like-minded people, it is so important. And I think if you can collaborate and you can learn from others, then obviously that opens up new opportunities for you, and that can give you an opportunity you can connect, learn, and share together, and maybe grow together at the same time. Like one thing that I've been thinking a lot about lately is the idea of putting on my own event, and how I believe that there's a lot of people who are going through similar experiences as solopreneurs or small business owners or even leaders in small companies that are looking for help. But if they go to a networking event, all they do is get someone thrusting a handshake on them and a business card and trying to sell at them versus actually trying to help them. And so creating more of an experience around being a community of helping one another, I think could be really beneficial. So I'm considering, trying to create something in terms of an event around this that I think just could help. No selling to each other, no boring business card swap, just providing value and actually trying to strengthen our business. I don't know if it's something that you think that you're interested in. If you see this, let me know in the comments or DM me, because again, I want to see if there's people who are interested in that style of event versus the same old crap that we always get. Another lesson I think that I want to talk about here is also the importance of being adaptable, and embracing those challenges. Look, as a solopreneur, you're going to face ups, you're going to face downs, but it's essential to learn from both, right? The failures and what continues to make you move and have success. Like that growth mindset is so critical, especially as you're trying to build new skills, new knowledge to stay ahead. My journey as a solopreneur has had its ups and it's had its downs. I definitely, when I first kicked off things, I went through a stretch where I was not making any money at all. I had no income coming in for months after leaving my full-time job. And then once it clicked, I started seeing some money coming through, which was great. And then I started setting some phenomenal, I think what I call monthly income records, only to see then followed up by some inconsistency. You kind of, rest on your laurels a little bit and things don't work out. And then it becomes this feast or famine sometimes, which is something now I've come to realize is part of the game. I don't want it to be. I want to create predictable, consistent, income, but it is challenging. And so there's going to be curveballs that are thrown at you. But to me, being a solopreneur beats the shit out of being stuck in a 9 to 5, working for a boss, working for a company who will let you go or treat you like crap. Being my own boss, accountable for my own actions, is probably and still is one of the best things that I've ever done. And I highly recommend anyone who sees this video or has ever considered the idea of like, hey, I think I could turn this into a business, go for it. try it. At least, I'd rather, have tried and failed than live a life of regret of never having done it. That's, I think, the mentality I always took. So I think in conclusion here, because I've just been rambling on now for 10 plus minutes, is that as a solopreneur, there's a lot of lessons that I've learned, and some of them are game changers. Some of them took me a while to figure out. Some of them I'm still learning these lessons. So whether it's finding your niche, whether it's establishing a strong brand, whether it's managing your time more effectively, finding ways not to burn out, or building that online presence, staying adaptable, solopreneurship isn't for everyone. But if it is for you, embrace it. Go all in, right? Okay, here we are, Monday, the 5th of February. I just completed editing the videos that I did last week for some of my clients. I've got another video shoot in 53 minutes across town that I'm going to be doing. Very excited to do today's session. We've planned all the topics, and we're doing a 4-hour session, and I'm expecting 50 videos. That's my goal. At least that's what I planned for today. I'm hoping that works out. It'll be pretty cool. It's going to be at a place I've never recorded at before. So you never know when you kind of go into something like what it's going to look like. So I'm hoping that it works out well. But going to be recording enough videos to set somebody up again for the quarter, which will be great. And then we, of course, edit, caption, thumbnail, and schedule on social media on their behalf. So it's the way to go. So feeling good about that. I feel like I'm out of breath right now because I ran upstairs because I realized, I better shoot a video before I go and shoot a bunch of other videos. I got to get myself all packed up, ready to go as well. But excited about the progress that I was making today. To get all the videos edited that I shot last week is really great. It's been helpful to just get ahead. So this week, focus on these videos, and then start getting stuff scheduled out on social media. So I'm busy right now, which is good. Busy's a good thing to have happen here. So, all right, let's get to it because I got to pack this up and get going. Okay. Okay, spreadsheet versus software.
I hate spreadsheets. I hate spreadsheets.
I know.
Because you manually enter everything. So if you fuck it up, it's wrong.
Okay, well, how will you say that? And then I actually bleep out. How about that? Right? Like, you say it, and then I bleep it.
Should I do something to end that? Or?
No, I liked it. I wish it was shorter. But I don't know if there's a way to get it shorter because you were a minute and 7 seconds.
Okay.
So I'd love if it was under 60, but I don't know if there's a way to shorten it. And as you're doing it, I was thinking, you know what? I should just have you do it again, and I shoot it this way and just put it as a YouTube video.
Okay.
Hey, it's Tuesday, January. No, it's not January. It's February 6th. And, exciting here. I think today we were very successful yesterday with our recordings that we did for one of our clients. So successful, in fact, that I did all of the pre-editing and released a blooper reel for her this morning. Felt good to get through a lot of her content and just edit it last night. So to have a whole half-day session, pump out 49 videos, get them all edited in one night, it's pretty good. It's easy when you have actually the right conditions, the right person who's prepared to just record and get the shit done. So that's what we did. And so, got to throw on a few more, things like thumbnails and stuff like that I'm going to be doing. But getting most of the edits completed, feeling really confident on where we're standing. So we've got, basically a lot of the content that we've shot in the last couple of days, primed, ready to go, to start scheduling it on social media, and then obviously work on some of our other clients that we haven't had a chance to record with yet. But ultimately feeling really good and feeling confident. Outside of that, today on this Tuesday, I've already been shadowing, coaching again. Did a bunch of that this morning, and so now back home, and kind of trying to get shit done. So just feeling really productive so far this week. Hoping keeping up the momentum. Tomorrow is a day of more video recordings, meetings, coaching, and then I've got some sales calls, stuff that's happening later on this week as well with potentially new clients. So just rocking and rolling. Because it's like 2:30 in the afternoon, not much else to really report at this point. But just Feeling good. All right, here we are on Wednesday. It is another, actually really nice day outside, but I'll be inside recording lots of content and videos and stuff like that today. Doing long form video, some short form video, and everything kind of in between, which will be really good. So just trying to get myself all packed up, ready to go. Got about 45 minutes before I shoot content, so I'll probably leave in the next, 15 minutes or so. Just ultimately trying to make sure I have everything that I need. And I came upstairs looking for something, but I cannot remember what the hell it was. But regardless, yeah, looking forward to another day of shooting content. I think from the business front, just want to talk a little bit about that real quick. Although I guess I always talk about it. Last week, we had a couple of video shoots. And then on Monday, we had another video shoot. And just been plowing through trying to get all of these edited as best as possible. Feeling really confident in some of the videos that we put together, and that I think they'll do really, really well for our clients. So excited about that. Looking forward to sharing some of that. Released one of the newer videos for Bubby's Plumbing earlier today. I think that'll start to take off once more and more people start to see it. Overall, feeling, again, really confident about the quality of some of the work that we've been putting together. So feeling, again, happy and proud, I think is probably the best two words to kind of share. With regards to what we've been doing, because it's been fun. And when it's fun and you get people who are great at, following up, listening to your instructions and coaching as you're doing it, makes for great content. And when it's great content, obviously there's an opportunity to kind of grow more business for some of our key clients, and that's what it's really all about.
All right, it is beautiful outside, and I figured why not do some work outside, especially today and tomorrow look to be awesome. It's unbelievable. It's February 8th, and I'm able to sit out here. I put a toque on just because my hair looks like crap today. It's not because it's cold, because it's actually really nice. But to work outside would be awesome, so might as well do that, right? Either whether it's sitting on my phone, grabbing a laptop, doing some work outside is just the way to go. I love doing it, especially in the spring and summer. I'll usually spend time outside here working. The pool's covered right now, but to be outside is where it's at, and that's, I think, the flexibility that you get when you do work remotely. I say the word remotely versus home because I don't think you need to work truly at home. For a lot of jobs that exist nowadays, I think the jobs that you have to be on site, a lot of those companies and leaders probably should take a look to see, do you need to be on site or not? Because most times I don't think you do. But to me, yeah, it's beautiful out here. And if tomorrow, if I read it right, it's supposed to be 16 degrees. Like, it makes me think I should put the top, take the top off my Jeep and, have that off and, maybe clear the pool up to get ready because spring's around the corner. It's absolutely amazing. And I just want to come on and share that. Like, get out there today. Enjoy the nice warm weather, whether it's going for a walk or just sitting outside or working outside like I'm trying to do today. It's fun. It's nice when you get some vitamin D into you. And we've been spoiled down here in Windsor. We haven't had massive storms. Knock on wood. Literally, I'll just knock on my deck here because it's been so beautiful. Yeah, it got cold and a little bit of snow that came down, but nothing too wild. It's one of the reasons why my wife and I love being down here in Windsor is because the weather is better. And so, yeah, it's crazy to think it's February 8th. And, I'm sitting out here, and tomorrow I'll probably be out here and with shorts on, 16 degrees. Might as well enjoy it, right? It's awesome. Yeah, today has been a fun day, though. Like, I already went live from my basement earlier this morning. I was able to do a lot of work for a variety of my clients across a variety of different things that I'm doing right now. Set up a bunch of interviews that I have over the next couple of days for a role that I'm hiring for right now in the Kitchener-Waterloo area. Pumped out some videos and some content for myself and some of my other clients, did some stuff on their behalf, setting up some one-on-ones for some future coaching and stuff that I'm doing with some other people too. So you can do a lot of stuff in a compressed time. I think that the old school way, how people look at, in terms of hours put in isn't what it's about. It's about the results that you do. And the results sometimes are, easy to achieve in a few hours. You don't need to work a 8, 10-hour, 12-hour day if you work effectively. I was able to get a lot done in a few hours today. And now I'm, again, chilling outside, doing some outside work here and there at the house, and just relaxing and then going live. take advantage of the time that you have, and go and enjoy it. Have fun. Again, if you're trying to, I don't know, live a life where you're fulfilled, realize that, you got to find a way to find some freedom and some flexibility. And I think the best way to do that, to me, in my opinion, has been this whole journey of being a solopreneur. I think it's the best thing I ever did. I wish I did it many, many years ago, but I think I had to go through probably some of the pain of working in different companies and roles, and maybe with certain leaders that, pushed me far enough along that I eventually said, fuck it, I have to do it. So to me, yeah, I wish I did it sooner. I'm glad I have done it. It's stressful, yes. It can be challenging, definitely, at times, to be a solopreneur, but I wouldn't change it for anything. Again, because I get those 3 F words: freedom, flexibility, and fulfillment. That is what it's truly all about for me, and that's why I made the leap that I did, and I don't regret it for a second, and I wouldn't change anything either. Okay, so here we are. It is Saturday the 10th, and I realized that yesterday I forgot to do a video. I didn't do any video yesterday. I was heads down just working hardcore on a Friday, getting a lot of shit done. Had a bunch of interviews for a role I'm trying to hire for. Was trying to finalize some edits for some of the videos that we had shot, because I had shot a lot of videos over the course of the last week and a half. So I was trying to edit those, schedule those, get those on social media, trying to figure out some strategies and next steps for different aspects of the business. So I was so heads down that I completely forgot to shoot a video. In 2 minutes, I'm jumping on another interview. Yes, it's a Saturday, but I gave everybody a link to book interviews with me for this role I'm trying to hire for, and someone chose today, and I didn't realize that Saturday was selected. So doing that in a little bit here, and then hopefully have some success. It was challenging with some of the interviews yesterday. I had some people ghost me, some people no-show, some people drop out of the process after having a conversation. A couple people maybe move forward with, but still trying to find somebody is tough. It's hard, and I better jump on because I've got 1 minute. Better go. Here we are outside of Walkerville Brewery. We just came back from having a few drinks and lunch. A nice little Saturday. Just kind of chilling and relaxing before,
hockey game.
Hockey game later on tonight. Mm-hmm. Big win here tonight with the Spitfires. We just got back from the game. A nice 7-4 victory. Very happy about that. Love going to hockey games. It's such a fun thing to do. We do that maybe 2 to 3 times a week normally. I think I've got another one on Valentine's Day, hockey game, but other than that, I don't have one then for a little bit because I'll be heading away to a conference on the 22nd, I think it is, of February, and I'll be gone and don't come back till March 1st. So, yeah, very excited to get some hockey in while I can because there's not much left of it.